Micah Parsons is a monster, and Jeff Hafley knows exactly how to use him. Third and 15, first quarter. First thing we have to do is we play where in the world is Micah Parsons? He's going to be lined up here so he can have a one on one with the right guard. And Parsons is actually going to be able to take an inside move onto the quarterback. And you could say, hey, would this open up all of the space in between the right guard and the right tackle? What's going to happen here is actually our linebackers are going to drop out. But this one here, he's going to make it look like he's dropping out before this little coffee house stunt. We're going to go ahead and attack that open area. So let's keep our eyes first on Parsons here. After the snap, Parsons easily wins to the inside. This is a positive situation. You could say, okay, quarterback, if you have some space here, look at all of this green grass, but let's take it back and look at what happened with our linebacker. Off the snap, I'm dropping. You can see the side of my body, but before he goes into there. So we've closed this space off with the player. And when you have Parsons chasing you down, you're going to have to try and boot out. Ends up in a win for the defense. Next one here. Third and 7, end of the first quarter. Where in the world is Micah Parsons? He's lined up here so he can have a one on one with the Bears left tackle. You can maybe occupy a bunch of guys with all of your rushers. Bears know that. They want to say, okay, I have my tight end here. I'm going to try and chip you off in some way so you can't just, feel really comfortable winning on the outside. But what the Packers are going to do here is have a linebacker with a running start. I need you to go ahead and take out this left side of the Bears offensive line so I can have not one, but two, including Micah Parsons, loopers to attack the quarterback. So let's go ahead and see what happens after the snap. You get your chip here where Parsons is going to get bumped, but this is where our eyes are, right? We're able to take out that player. You're creating this situation where it's like one guy is kind of taking out all of these blockers. Huge win for the Packers defense. Not one, two free rushers, including superstar Micah Parsons. That is another win for the Packers defense. Let's look at the next one here. First and 10 towards the end of the first half. Where in the world is Micah Parsons? He can go here. He can go here. He can go wherever the heck he wants in this situation. This is a scary situation for an offense. He's going to end up going to this side, so he can now isolate the right guard. We've seen the Packers isolate Parsons on a bunch of different players. But this one's going to be just a little bit different. Parsons is this time going to be able to attack the outside, kind of take out this right tackle, which is going to, one, allow him to just win in space, but also open up space for another guy looping into the opening. Let's see where it goes, right? Parsons is able to win here. Take that back just a second. You're able to get this kind of push on that right tackle. You could say, look at this. This is lovely. This is all the space. Go ahead and take the space. Once you do that, though, we have another guy that is right there to spike inside. The first movement that you have there, that becomes a sack. Another really nice win for the Packers defense. Last one here, third and 7, third quarter, 3:26 left. Where in the world is Micah Parsons? This could be another situation where we're able to create another one-on-one opportunity. We have all these guys that could be a blitz. Going to be a nice changeup. Parsons is actually going to be dropping out, where we're going to say, okay, the offense has 3 blockers for our 3 pass rushers, but we have 4 on your 3 to the left side. So we're going to be able to have a +1. We're going to be able to create a free rusher. I love this idea. Parsons is enough of an athlete. He can play in space, drop him out. We have 1 pass rusher that kind of takes out 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have an unblocked guy. We're able to get a decent block from the running back there, but now we can loop around inside. This is a good situation for the defense, right? Yes, Caleb Williams is able to make a bunch of plays rolling out to his right, but by our scheme, we are saying we have an awesome athlete, but we can also drop him out, use him in different ways because now we're comfortable in pass coverage. We have enough of these guys in space to be able to take care of maybe some of these routes that are happening. This is another great win for the Packers defense. Awesome game plan by Jeff Hafley. Micah Parsons is so fun to watch. You see him isolated on so many different blockers. Another great win for the Green Bay Packers.